Welcome to a new episode of Mama Snout Says, your pop culture quick fix with a dash of mom inspiration. It's me, Mama Snout, and let's get into today's items. Ryan Reynolds' interview with Time 100. Was it extremely cringe? And rumors on subpoena plans for the Baldoni team. Then an update on Diddy as his court date looms, and wrapping up with Sister Wives. The show has finally returned, and I'll be updating you on the top 3 most talked about items from the returning episode, plus some bonus info on Coyote Pass. I'm here to deliver what you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Let me catch you up. As the ongoing feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni continues, here is the latest. Blake Lively was recently named in Time's famous list of most influential people, which was confusing to many because the Times article focused mainly on a donation that she made 6 years ago. Either way, her husband, Ryan Reynolds, was also then interviewed by Times this week, and many are saying it was a cringe-worthy performance. Ryan was not asked and did not mention Blake at all. He spoke about working with Hugh Jackman and his many years in Hollywood. While answering the questions, the live audience was witnessed to see the usually confident Ryan Reynolds now stuttering through answers, sloping in his chair, and creating word salads as he spoke. Was it cringeworthy? Probably. But the interview was definitely not helping the current state of his and Blake's reputation. As far as a court date goes, it is still scheduled for March 2026, and Baldoni's team has continued to leave suspicion around whether or not they would subpoena Taylor Swift or any of Blake and Ryan's prior star-studded friends that may help confirm Baldoni's case. Stay tuned as the case continues. Speaking of subpoenas, news on the case against Sean Diddy Combs has come up. As his court date comes upon us in May of this year, there has been confirmation by TMZ that victim number 1 will not be anonymous. Cassie Ventura, singer, actress, and prior girlfriend, and victim of assault by Diddy, has stepped forward and will be testifying against him at his trial. I, for one, commend her for her bravery and always wish her only the best. Cannot wait for her to finally be able to speak her truth. On another note, many might be turning against the once favorite lawyer representing Diddy's victims, Tony Busby. According to reports, his attempts to vet some of Diddy's accusers has come undone, causing some victim suits to be dropped, while others, like against Jay-Z, have been dismissed completely. Many are stating that the lawyer might be in this just for the money and not for the justice. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll stay tuned. Finally, Sister Wives has returned. Fans expected a blockbuster opener for the ending of this season. Unfortunately, the episode turned out to be anticlimactic. However, there were a few nuggets to take away from the returning episode. First, keeping score. Christine mentions that she fought for scraps in the family, as she recounts with David, her new husband, that in her many years being with Cody, she watched as Robin got the better dishes, better clothes, and better furniture for her home and her family, and Christine got the hand-me-downs and the scraps. It was a sad moment, but also more validation on why Christine was considered so jealous. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, her and her family were treated subpar. Robin's response? She gave a petty laugh and said, no polygamous wife should be keeping score. I guess that's easier to do when you're always winning the game, right, Robin? Another item of note was the dreaded My Sister Wives closet. Robin's jewelry company. Now, Robin might possibly be committing fraud. Apparently, Robin explains that the online store that she developed years ago has been on pause, but the cart section is still available online, and sometimes some orders sneak in. In the same scene, they switch over to Mary, who says she received an email from someone who didn't receive the jewelry that they ordered and paid for from the site. Mary forwarded the information to Robin, who still seems lost at how to fix the problem. Unsure if the payment section is still active on the site, but after so many years, it really doesn't look like a simple oversight at this point. Lastly, our favorite cast member, Mary's best friend Jen, dives into Robin and Mary's relationship and goes on to highlight how Mary did everything she was asked to do from Robin and Cody during COVID and still wasn't permitted to see Robin's kids. Jen's blatant remark about Robin was reality TV gold. Jen simply said, "If you're an a-hole, then be an a-hole, but don't pretend to be a friend." A collective sigh and nod from all the fans as Mary continues to revisit that supposed friendship, hoping that we get more tidbits like that as the episodes continue. Finishing up this Mama Snout episode with a bonus. According to recent reports, Coyote Pass has officially been sold for $1.5 million. The plots were redivided and the profits were split 4 ways between the remaining owners, Cody, Robin, Mary, and Janelle. That's really all we know so far, and hoping they cover how it actually went down in this season. However, since the filming is about a year behind, we may have to wait until next season to see what really happened. Okay, you're all caught up. That's what everyone is talking about with pop culture. Follow me on all my socials linked in the description. Feel free to comment on any of the topics discussed today. Thank you for joining me on episode 26 of Mama Snout Says. Remember, Mom and all the women who are mommy figures in your babies, kids, and fur babies' lives, you're doing a good job. Catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.